Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist here at Universal Orlando for another night of Halloween Horror Nights. Today is Thursday, September 8th, and we're heading in. Very rainy out. We'll see how long the rain's going to stay tonight. It'll probably mess up some of the scare actors and stuff, and the still walkers for the beginning of the night, but hopefully it'll clear up by the end. And so today is a Thursday. They did have the event yesterday. Heard it wasn't too busy yesterday, although tonight actually sold out, so we're going to see how crowded it is. We also have not got a chance to check out the tribute store, so we're going to finally do that tonight. We have a lot to do, so stay tuned. As we're heading in, the Dead Coconut Club is taking over the Red Coconut Club. It's a whole bar and club, and it's all themed to monsters. Hours are from 5 to 1, so we won't be heading over there. We have a lot of Horror Nights merch in City Walk. We will have to check out the Dead Coconut Club another time. We have some ads over here for Horror Nights, and we also have construction walls in City Walk for the splash pad. It's raining right now. We got the umbrella. This umbrella is very tiny, so I'm trying my best to stay dry. It's very windy too, so I don't know how hard it is to hear me. We're coming up to the arches right now. This will be night number 4 for us. Tonight will be the 5th night total that they've had the event. And yeah, probably can't get as many good photos right now because the camera's gonna get wet, but we'll try to take some throughout the night. We have people waiting outside the gate for the opening ceremonies, which probably will not have still walkers tonight, and may or may not even happen. We're just gonna enter the park. We got about an hour before the park closes, so we're gonna do Richter Stay and Scream tonight, and we're gonna check out the tribute store. As we enter, the little things for maps are empty, and so they don't have any park maps out because they usually get ready to put Horror Nights maps. Last week they had just a QR code to scan because they said they don't have the park maps ready, but we will see if we have physical maps out today. So we will keep you posted. This is one of the scare zones, Stay and Screams over here, the Today Cafe. That's a Stay and Scream location. We're gonna head to a new one this year, which is in San Francisco. And not much is going around the park, it's just everyone's pretty wet and avoiding the weather. We got a whole open area here for the Minions Cafe. That looks pretty neat. It might be a little hard to see, but it's all hollow in there. This is all set up for the New York Stay and Scream, which allow you to do like Halloween or Dead Man's Pier, or even Chupacabra for the Stay and Scream. We're gonna head into the tribute store though. We started entering the tribute store on like opening night, and we tried to hit it this Saturday, but we couldn't do it because the line was pretty long. They have floats out and some props already out for the zone over here. They gotta move them a little bit before the event starts though. And let's head in. So as we enter, it's all themed. We're supposed to be entering a dark ride, so there's a little control panel for the ride, the haunted ride. And this path over here is like the path that it follows. So like when you ride Men in Black, it's like the same kind of thing. And there's signage, this cool cat looking thing. This first room looks amazing. A lot of the same merch that we've already seen this year. Really cool decoration, and we're just following the ride track. So it's really neat. We got the crows spinning in the sky. Once again, the same merchandise that I've seen already. The whole pumpkin patch is what the first room is themed to. This whole creepy guy up there is really cool. And next we're gonna enter the cemetery. That cat was a facade for one of the tribute stores, and I didn't realize this is a whole barn decor over here. And there's a photo op right here as well. Yeah, like I said, now we're heading into the cemetery. This room looks really cool. I love the lighting already. Some more merchandise that we've seen already. Cool statues everywhere around the store. I believe they have Earl the Squirrel somewhere in here. Some bats on the ceiling. Let's see if we can find Earl the Squirrel. I like this room though, it's really cool. Cool photo op over here. Cool little ghost. Yeah, let's head into the next room in a minute. In this cemetery room, they have some masks for sale. And they also have this poster here. It looks really neat. A lot of people on this wall, so let's see if there's anyone we know.
I was hoping for a pair.
Yeah, so here.
Pause the screen if you find someone. I've already seen a lot of people in here that I already know.
Right there, here, right? From the locker. Kevin is in here. But he's like towards the bottom.
It's dark in here.
Yeah.
And you can still buy a portrait as well.
Oh, and there's Kitra. Yeah. The other blogger. He was towards the bottom. Oh, there's some close. There he is.
You right back?
Yep.
You got one more wall to check out.
Like that guide.
We'll come back here when we have more time.
Alright. We're still following the dark ride path into the next room. Now we're heading into the Witch's Hut room. We have a lot of the Screamers merchandise. This cool witch's pot that's brewing. This room's pretty tall with all the decor. It's pretty neat. We have a food stand in here. Like cauldron type thing. Stained glass windows. Interesting smells in here. And that window's got some movement. It's really neat in this room. Once again, a lot of the merch that I've already seen. Already seen all this merch in the park. I don't know if Earl the Squirrel's in this room or not. I'm gonna keep an eye out for him though. A lot of cool stuff in here though. And let's head into the final room. And this last room we're heading into ties into the Scare Zone in the New York area of the park. So that's going to be the Sweet Revenge Scare Zone because they're selling a lot of the same treats. And this is like the town themed to the Halloween festival. I really like the theming in here. As you can see, we have a house here, a bookstore and a house, Spells Cafe, where you can buy some merchandise at the checkout counters. 2 wax mold machines. We have an orange Frankenstein head for $8, and we have a full-on Frankenstein for $8. It's blue. We have a full pumpkin setup. This was the tribute store of last year's, the facade for last year's tribute store. A lot of cool theming in here. I like the vibes and the music playing as well. There's some like cemetery gravestone stuff here. And we should have more as we exit the tribute store as well. As you can see, we can follow the ride path. And we have more treats themed to Major Sweets. So it says Fearwell, and this is the exit.
I can't find it.
Earl the Squirrel is somewhere in the store, but we have some cool posters. This one's on a shirt. And we have this cool stand here with some more merchandise. And it's just themed to like you can buy in the tribute store. I believe this Earl the Squirrel is a new vinyl that they're actually selling. Yeah, Earl the Squirrel is somewhere in the store. We're about to head out. They have these decorations on the outside of the store. The head and the stick was not working in the cemetery scene. I didn't see it. We'll have to come back through and see if we see more stuff throughout the season. They also have this Monsters. Camera lens is fogging up as we get out of the store, but they had the cool photo op from the Monsters Cafe, the electric chair. They brought it back. Get your photos in it. So yeah, the Stain Scream over here is filling up for New York. We're gonna go over to Hollywood. I think they block off the streets over there, so we might have to walk all the way around the park. Let's find out. Mummy is currently closed and not doing technical rehearsals right now. It closed a couple days ago for some issues. We'll see if it opens tonight. To get to Richter's Stain Scream, you can go this way between like Minions and Transformers. And we will be giving our full review of the tribute store in a minute once we find a nice space because it's still raining right now. We'll get the umbrella. So the tribute store, I really like the decor in there. The giant pumpkin guy in the first room is really cool. The dark ride theme is amazing. I feel like some of the sets in there are a little tacky though. just like cheap little, I mean, usually the trivia stores got pretty good theming. I would compare this closer to the 2020 trivia store and say it's better than last year. Last year's theming was better. I just thought the theme was a little boring, so I like the kinetic energy in the store. I think is better this year. The lighting is a little overdone in some parts. I think some parts of the trivia store weren't working, like the little head on the stick. We'll have to go back through though, find Earl, see if we can show you some more stuff around the store. I really like how tall the witch's room is though, and how the last room ties into the street. But yeah, it's a really fun store. I'd say definitely don't miss it. We didn't hit it last weekend, but we finally got to go see it. I'd say it's worth it. Don't miss out on that when you're here for Horror Nights. And it's also open during the day. A lot of the same merchandise in there. I would like to see some new merchandise in the store. They do have the weekend shirts in there. We didn't get to show you guys. We will show you guys what the weekend merch looks like. And like I said, to get to the San Francisco or Richter's Stay and Scream, that'll lead you into Blumhouse to go all the way around New York. So this one has Stay and Scream for the Coven House, and I think one of them is Hell Block. They added exit only signage here for the Meats Market in Sting Alley. I think that fence is brand new. That Stay and Scream over there in Central Park also connects with Springfield. That's gonna be for the weekend and Universal Monsters. That's the one we did last weekend. We're gonna try a new one though. And we're gonna head, this is close to the back of the park, so we're just gonna head straight to the back after the thing. This is where you'll enter one of the Stay and Screams over here by Louis, and Louis is where they have scare actor dining as well. The video looks all white skies and everything. It's because it's just raining in bad weather. But as you can see, Blumhouse opens at 5:45, so we're gonna wait in line for it. Get a nice spot in the Stay and Scream right over here. This Stay and Scream does not look too busy at all. We're gonna head around. This Stay and Scream also is right next to the Conjure the Dark scare zone, but it looks like it's boarded off all the way around here. We gotta go walk around the back of the building. Let's go scan our ticket. So now we're heading behind the bar. They have a whole setup actually behind that bar, themed to the witch zone as well. We've covered it in our past videos and construction updates. But yeah, you can stay here in the Stay and Scream, go to the restaurant, get some food. We're just gonna head in line for Blumhouse all the way around the back. And also, they said they don't have any physical maps at the moment. I got a little raindrop in the center of the screen. But yeah, so we'll keep an eye out when they do get physical maps in the park. As you can see, we got the sign for Blumhouse. Waiting for them to flush the park out in the security suite. And we're just waiting for Blumhouse to open. They're letting us head into the queue, so let's head in. It says the house will open at 5:45. So it's gonna be in like 20 minutes or so. It's actually about 10 minutes, but they're gonna let us in the Fast and Furious queue, which is how you enter the line for the house.
Thank you.
And the key wraps behind Fast and Furious. It looks like we have a cash change. Now in the Fast and the Furious queue. Now we're heading, they're letting us into the house. Heading in now. Now we're entering the Black Foam Park. Just got out of Blumhouse, had a pretty solid run through. We're gonna head over to Bugs in a minute. But yeah, it's still a little rainy outside. The camera's probably gonna get a little wet in the rain, but we're heading over to Bug House next. And it's also now 6 o'clock, so the event is officially open. There's no scare actors in here right now because the weather, they would get injured. They'll be out later though. Chucky photo op's all lit up tonight, and we have the food tent here as well. This photo op was closed at opening weekend, so it looks like it's actually open tonight. Nightmare Fuel we might hit up later. Right now we're gonna head over to Bug House. It says 10-minute wait, so we're gonna head in. This is the old Scary tent, or the location where they had Scary Ohio last year. Obviously there's not a house there this year. But we're in the line for Bugs. You gotta walk behind Men in Black. And the actual location of the house is at Wicked Growth, where Wicked Growth was last year. So it's a long walk this year. We're heading over to the facade. Coming up on the facade. I haven't done this one at night yet, so that might change my perception of the house. We're getting a different cast today. But yeah, a lot of people like this house. It's not my favorite though. I would say I had a better run through today in bugs. It's still, they had a lot of holes right now just because it's the beginning of the night. I have not got a nighttime run through in there yet, so we're gonna have to try that one later. Descendants over there getting their like makeup done and stuff. Speaking of Descendants, here's the facade. We're gonna head right into it right now. It looks like there's no wait to get in. And now let's head into Descendants at a 5-minute wait. Heading into Descendants now. This house is much better at night, but still an amazing house. So we just got out of Descendants. Pretty solid run through. It's better at night, and there's a lot of holes right now. Seems like there's a lot of holes in the beginning of the night right now. So we're gonna have to repeat these later on, see if they get any better. Hopefully they will. But Descendants is always a good house. Very mixed on people's lists. I say it's pretty solid for me. We're walking through Springfield right now. The park-wide loop is on, and we're just chilling around. Still waiting out the weather though. Right now we're in the line for Monsters at 15-minute wait. Weekends at 35. We'll come back and do that one. Entering Monsters now. I love this house. My number one. Plenty of holes in Monsters, but still a good run through. Some holes that usually are filled on other nights were not filled tonight, and some holes that were there on other nights were filled tonight, so it kind of swapped around. Still a really good maze though. That was really solid. We're now in line for the weekend. Once again, we cannot film in the houses. We're about to enter the house. Just got out of the weekend, had a pretty solid run through it. A couple blue holes in there, but I've also seen some new scares that weren't there like opening weekend. That's really cool to see. They also played some different music in the house than before, so as we entered I heard some new music, and I think at the end there was some new music playing too. I'm excited to see how this house keeps changing throughout the season. We did catch weekend on a cash change, so we did have a couple holes because of that, but I think I got most of the scares in that one, so pretty good. None of the scare zones have any actors in it right now because of the weather, but once the weather passes, we'll be getting some good scare zone footage for you guys. New York had a couple entering the zone, but I'm assuming they left right when the rain kept getting heavier. But yeah, the scare zones are amazing this year. Lines are long for food. Make sure you get in line early if you want the food. Pretty good this year from what I've heard. There's a special event here tonight. It's really neat. I love you. Dead Man's Pierce at a 25-minute wait. This doesn't look that bad at all. So yeah, looks like the line's moving pretty good. We're gonna enter Dead Man's Pier now. Entering Dead Man's Pier. We just had a pretty solid run through Dead Man's Pier. It took about 20 minutes, posted 25. So not that bad of a wait at all. And we've done 6 houses now tonight already. No express used. And yeah, it's just pretty quiet out. Still no scare actors out right now. Once again, we will get footage once actors are in the zones later. We're heading to Hell Block. It's like a 20-minute wait. Spirits of the Coven was 25, but it looked pretty long. Once again, there's no actors in the zone. I love the pumpkins in here. 20 minutes, let's enter that line for Hell Block. There's no one in line, this is beautiful. This is really a walk on at 25. I'm so happy right now. This is amazing. I believe Coven's a 25-minute wait, but the line looks really short, so we're in the normal line. And yeah, we're headed in this house now. House number 8 for the night, no express. It's just really rainy and really quiet around the event. Walking under Rocket, but we're almost in the house for Spirits of the Coven. So halfway through the house, we caught a cast change. So I had a decent run through, but I did miss a lot of the scares that run. Still a pretty decent house. It is at the bottom of my list right now though. So it's pretty much stopped raining. The queue's about the same. I don't know if there's any scare actors in the streets yet. Probably not at the moment. We only have Halloween and Chupacabra left tonight. And Chupacabra's 25, so let's head in line. There's some scare actors in the street right now. We're gonna wait till later to do the scare zones. Rocket's being tested, so the weather's all dried up. Hopefully we'll get stilts in the zone soon. And we just got out of Chupacabra, had a pretty solid run through. I'd say that was probably the better of the run throughs I've had in that house. Did miss some scares, not too many holes in the house, but I also did get a lot of the scares that time. Pretty solid, and I'm hoping this house does improve over the season. Halloween looks like it had a short wait, so we're just gonna see if we can hop in. It said 45 minutes, but it looks really quiet. So it looks like a lot of the scare zones are probably in full effect now. We're gonna do Halloween first, and then hit up the scare zones. We're gonna get a lot of photos tonight and videos another time. Still some videos tonight too though. It says 45 for Halloween, but it should be a short wait. So Halloween said 45 minutes, and the line looks like it's 15 to 20 minute wait. So, we're in line. It's the last house of the night that we need. We're entering Halloween now, last house of the night. We have now done all 10 houses tonight already before 10 o'clock. It's like 9:30. Pretty solid run through in Halloween. That house is definitely improving since opening night. It's pretty solid. We're gonna head around. Zone should be pretty much out. Still walkers later. Might even redo some houses. Definitely are gonna redo some houses tonight. Let's keep you guys posted. That's 15 minutes right now. No, that's 40 minutes. But we've done all the houses. Let's see if there's any actors in the zone over here. Yeah, we have some actors in here. This guy's usually on stilts, but we have some weather. Same with this guy, he's usually on stilts. We also have the witch and some pumpkins here. I just saw the witch around here, I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. Pumpkin Lord is a very popular photo spot, as you can see.
And will now accept your praise. I am the Pumpkin Lord!
Now we're heading into the graveyard zone. I love this zone, my favorite one. This guy's over here now, the skeleton bush guy. He's usually further in the zone. Someone's in that boo hole. This guy's one of my favorite characters in this zone. This one on this side's missing at the moment, but we have this statue. Whoa! The walker. He's not on stilts right now. This is where the skeleton guy with the bush usually hides. This skeleton dude is running everywhere. This guy's also really fun. They're about to do a cast change. They did a cast change, now there's two of them on the stage. So let's do a walkthrough with this cast now so we can see the other set of characters. If they've fully completed the cast change yet. Looks like some of them are still heading out of the zone. Unless they're just wandering. After walking back and forth a couple times, getting photos and video, we're now gonna head to Scarecrow. They're running around in this zone, and we have the Mel's Die-In, iconic to this event. Yeah, we're gonna head around this way now into the Scarecrow. This zone, very dark in here.
Hello, and welcome to
And we have the water show starting. No one up here because the rain. No one could be on the stages. The zone doesn't look too crowded right now.
Your story is about to begin. You'll never accept my revenge.
They might be doing a cash change. It looks kind of quiet over in this section of the zone. Scarecrow in the sack? I don't remember that Scarecrow before. He's creepy though. Currently, it's a 40-minute wait for the weekend and 25 for Monsters. Let's see if there's any chainsaws over here. They might be at the front of the park right now. I don't hear any chainsaw noises. So if that's the case, we're just gonna head around and go to the Conjure the Dark Scare Zone. Here's some scare actors. Seems like the chainsaws are more spread out this year. Here's this one over here too.
What's your chrono login? Got it, 10-4. Awesome. No, what is it? Just send me your chrono login and we'll do that shit right now. Right now! I will love
Supposed to. My favorite spot over here.
You know what? He's trying to scare me. Oh my god! Jesus!
Chucky photo ops all lit up at night, but we're gonna head to Conjure the Dark now. Heading into Conjure the Dark, Cast B is on right now. About to do your cash change.
I knew there was a missing element. Loyal minions, aid this spread its grasping bites. Every year, on this night, we shall cast this spell.
No one in the free fall.
And spread the power emanating from these tortured souls. It shall be our vitality!
They're having a cash change. Doing the cash change.
Let the bloodless setting commence.
Blumhouse says 45, which is about average, but we're gonna head over to New York right now. Mommy is closed tonight. Uncle Mardi Gras floats in the street. Major Sweets over there, what it looks like. Lots of people over here. So we're gonna head around to the back of the park now. Went to the New York zone for a little bit. Back to this zone. Looks like Nightmare Fuel is gonna start in 2 minutes. We've already seen this show though. It's really good. Definitely recommend watching it. 35 for Descendants isn't bad, and we have a nighttime run, which is even better. And we're heading over to Descendants at night. This is what Bug House looks at night. About to head in. I love this house at night. Wait wasn't too bad either. We have all the paths turned on now at night. We just got out of Descendants at night. Really good. We just caught the cash change in the last room, so that did kind of mess it up. Speaking of the cash change, let's see if we can go catch it outside of the house. We're exiting now. Yeah, let's wait for them to see if we can watch them exit the house. And that's the beautiful facade at night again.
Seen you 5 times.
Yeah! I've seen better recruits, but you guys will do it.
Some more chainsaws over here in Springfield.
That was so much scary.
They don't get that all the time. I can never have a good time.
The chainsaws are very spread out around here.
His girlfriend. They know it.
Back at Monsters, waited a little longer than posted, but amazing house. So that was the most interesting run I've had at Monsters. We had a different cast than we did earlier. A lot of the holes were filled, but then a lot of other holes were there instead. So we had a mix of different, like we didn't even have a winner in the house. So it was weird. The mirror scare instead of a mummy had a Wolfman, and then there was a Dracula scare right there too. So they're definitely putting more of the other characters in the house to balance it out, because a lot of people were complaining there's too much mummy. It was still really neat, still a lot of holes though. This house keeps changing and I love it. We're almost in line, in entering the house. So it was a pretty solid run through and weekend. Same cast as earlier. We had some different scares though. Still really solid. Back to Scarecrow. Water show's just letting out. The barn is really cool looking. Finally have actors down here. Came out of nowhere. Lighting's cool. I don't think we have anyone on stilts yet. Not yet. Might be wrong with the stage. Only have one of these guys up here. More Pumpkin Lord. The fog's really soaking in right now. Hell Block's only 10 minutes, so we're gonna head over to Hell Block right now. Hell Block is a walk-on right now. About to enter the house now. Went through Hell Block again. Pretty good. Some of the holes were filled now that were not filled earlier. Looks like the event that they had going on is all done. Wow, and these lines are really, these lines are short for Chupacabra. It's like a walk-on. And Dead Man's Pier is also very quiet. Just got out of Dead Man's Pier. Still amazing house. Don't miss that one. Chupacabra's at 15. We're gonna hop in line. As you can see, normal line for Chupacabra's a walk-on. 15 minutes. We're not even waiting. And Dead Man's Pier looks pretty short too. We just did that one though. Almost in the house already. Halloween just got a line out of nowhere. Just got out of Chupacabra. Had about the same run as earlier. Probably got a little bit more scares this time though. About to do Halloween, but Halloween just got a pretty decent wait now. Halloween says 15, but you can tell it's way longer than 15. That's why everyone's entering the line though. It's about to be like a 25-30 minute wait. Spirits looks like a walk-on. And Hell Block we're gonna do now to try to get the other cast, see how it is. We'll do Spirits right after. Once again, another walk-on. No line for Coven, let's hop in. Cast day at the end had a scare after you exit the house, like through the curtain. That was neat, I haven't seen that before. A couple different holes in the house, but most of them were filled, so it was neat. 15 minutes, let's enter. It's so quiet that they rerouted the queue, I don't have to walk through all those stanchions. Head in. Rocket dueling. But yeah, this is a walk-on, let's head in. Let's head in. There's a fairly decent run through in Coven. Probably about the same as earlier though. Let's head around. We have like a little under an hour until the park closes, so let's do some more houses. Halloween might not have a line right now. Maybe I'll do that now or we'll see. We'll do it later. Yeah, this is what the wait time should have been before. I don't know if it's still this long though. I might come back. More of the Scare Zone stuff over here. The zone looks dead right now, it's so empty in here. There's kills that happen in the windows in some of the street parts of New York. We're gonna head to Blum now though. Blum now. It says 25 minutes, but I think it's gonna be pretty short, so let's head in. We'll actually come back over to Blum House. We're gonna hit Bugs instead. Bug House says 25. We're gonna try it at night. All these weights are usually over posted, so this should actually be like a walk-on, so we're gonna see it. Hopefully it's short. We're finally doing Bugs at night now. I will say Bugs was a little bit better at night. Still towards the bottom of my list though. I think it's way overhyped. Yeah, we're gonna head around. Once we hit Halloween and Blumhouse, we've done everything twice tonight and Hell Block 3 times. Heading through Springfield, we're gonna hit Blum, and then Halloween 10 in the night. This zone is empty right now, no chainsaws over here. We're heading over to Blum, and we're gonna pass through like the Scarecrow Scare Zone. After Blum, we'll jump into Halloween to end the night. Pretty empty through here, they're coming in waves of people. It kind of got me a little bit. Yeah, let's head over to Blumhouse. Looks like we have chainsaws over here. We're heading to Blum though. So now we're heading to Blumhouse. It's 5 minutes. We're almost there. 5 minutes. Let's head in. It's so quiet they took away most of the queue already. Literally a walk on. There's still 15 minutes till the event ends. We're heading through. Empty. Literally a walk on. Let's head in. Just had a pretty solid run through in Black Phone and Freaky with the Blumhouse. I like it better at night than during the day. It's harder to see in there and the surf really blends stuff in. We have about 6 minutes to get over to Halloween, and then we'll have done every house twice tonight, plus Horrors of Halloween, or not Horrors of Hell Block. We've done that an extra time. So we're heading over there now, and yeah, it's empty in this zone. 5 minute wait for Halloween, let's jump in. This will be the last house of the night, everyone's jumping in. There's literally no wait for Halloween, we're heading right in. Just got out of Halloween. I would say I probably had a better run through in Halloween. My first run through tonight, it was still a pretty good run through. Don't miss Halloween, it's worth the run. I would say about like a 30-minute wait's worth it for that one. But now we are heading out of the park. We've successfully done 21 houses today on all the zones. And we didn't use Express the first 10 walkthroughs we did tonight. So it's very doable. Just come on a rainy night, and honestly no crowds will be here. Basically, yeah, we did everything, and then twice, and then we did Hell Block a third time. And Hell Block has seen some improvements this year, I would say. So I'm excited to see how that house is gonna land up towards the end of the season. I'm out of focus right now. Like I said, make sure you just follow my strategy that I have. I have a whole video on how to knock out all 10 houses in one night. As it gets busier in the season, October is gonna get crazy, so make sure you're doing stay and screen. That's the biggest tip I can give you guys right now. Also, parking is now free after 12 a.m., so no more 6 p.m. So make sure you could carpool with someone if possible, or try to stay at a hotel. Come here multiple nights, try to get a lot done. This is the best way you're gonna get everything done here this year. There's so much to do. I don't know what the Archway is doing. It's doing some crazy stuff with the beacons. I have no clue what's going on. Now the beacons just randomly shut off. But anyways, we're heading out of the park, and we were here all 3 days of opening weekend. So if you want to see those videos, definitely check those out. Today we were just seeing like what changes they would make, because from opening weekend to the next week they usually make a lot of changes because people run into issues, a lot of the scare actors and stuff, and they have to make tweaks between the outfits and the costumes, or different scares being implemented, just different things, different props being used. And tonight's biggest change that we saw was just a lot of holes in the house at the beginning of the night, and Monsters had some huge changes with some of the scares positioning. They're adding more Dracula and more Wolfman because a lot of people were complaining. And yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah, cool to see how the event progresses. I will be at SeaWorld tomorrow night for Howl-O-Scream, covering the opening night, so stay tuned for that. we're getting some exclusive media access, so that will be really fun. And like I said, I have plenty of HHN videos already posted. I'll be posting more throughout the season. If you want to see more, follow me on my social media on Twitter at Ethan Hershaft and on Instagram at Florida Theme Park Pics. And we will see you guys in the next one.